I'm knocking his ass out.
All right, you hear it right there. You heard it. So, David Benavidez versus Demetrius Andrade tonight. I'm going to get this out today. It's in the AM hours. The weigh-in happened as you watched. Yeah, so totally going to be a good fight. I think this fight is exciting for a lot of reasons. I went over it in a previous video who I thought was going to win, but don't be surprised if it pans out, if it turns out that Andre is a lot tougher and there is an upset. But that being said, Benavidez, he's fighting a much older guy. Andrade, sorry, he's probably at the top of his career, at the pinnacle. This is it. This is for all the marbles because he's never fought an elite fighter or a top tier fighter like this. So if he wins, Benavidez is going to be like, it's going to be an upset in a lot of people's eyes. Benavidez would be in shock, really. I think Benavidez, he could depend on his power. And as you saw with the Caleb Plant fight, he was missing a lot of his punches early. But that being said, this is not Caleb Plant. Obviously, it's a different fighter. But I think that Andrade poses a huge threat. Because if he's on point for every round and he's looking really good, Benavidez is going to have a lot of problems solving this. And, you know, there is a possibility that there's going to be an upset here. It could definitely happen. It's one of those fights where it's not going to be a shock like, yo, Andrade won. Oh, a lot of people are going to just be, wow, how did that happen? But not really. For me, it wouldn't be a large upset. It wouldn't be a big, for the boxing world maybe, but for me, I just don't think, I don't know what a lot of people are saying. I just don't have the time to watch a lot of videos about it. I don't know what Teddy Atlas is saying. I probably will check out his YouTube channel after the fight happens. But I'm looking forward to this. If there's a fight that you're going to buy during the year, this would be one of them. This is really good. And it's good for boxing. There's not a lot of good moments for boxing, unfortunately. But as you can see, they weigh in here. On the undercard, it was crazy how Charlo weighed in over. But I think Charlo should be fine. I gave a fight prediction in the previous video on that. Andrade seems completely confident, and the new, as you can hear right here, just real quick, and the new, he feels he's gonna win the fight. Obviously, I don't think he's going in there with the mentality of I'm gonna just have an easy fight or I'm just in here for a check. Can it turn out that way? For sure, after you feel someone's power. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think that Andrade is definitely down to throw. He looks like in a lot of his fights that I watched, a lot of his highlights, in a lot of his fights I've watched in the past, he looks like he's really going to try to go for it, and he'll go out on his shield. It's going to get really interesting in the mid to late rounds. Can Andrade hold his composure, keep his fight plan? He's going to have a really good fight plan. Can he keep his jab? Can he utilize his legs? Because trading with Benavidez is not a good idea. It's not a good idea unless Andrade can hurt Benavidez early or hurt him somewhere in a fight where it looks like his legs are wobbly. He's got to really be very tactful. He's got to be very careful. And if he does hurt Benavidez, because he can always get knocked out with either hand, which is this guy can punch. I mean, that's one of the great things. I mean, his record says it all. It's crazy. Most of his victories are knockouts. So, looking forward to it. We're going to see what happens. I'm going to be out for this one, but my prediction is still the same. Not going to be a total surprise if Andrade can pull it out, but I think, you know, it could either be a decision win, but it's likely I would put, if Benavidez really walks him down and really solves that puzzle in the middle rounds to the late rounds, I think if he really pushes, he could go for a knockout. He can get a knockout, but that knockout or TKO is not going to be easy. Andrade gets all the respect, even though he hasn't been at this level before from what he's done already in the past. He's a really quality fighter, and we're going to see how good he actually is. This is the fight where he can answer everyone's questions and shut all the doubters up and show how good he really is. We're going to find out tonight. Really good fight. I'm pumped to watch it. Hopefully it's really good. I'm out.